tonight. Are you gonna stay the night? Doesn't mean we're bound for life. So
they did need a guy. They had 3.
Are you recording or taking pictures?
What do you think?
I'm gonna say recording.
What's going on, everybody? This is Robbie from Airsoft, and I have Matt, Saffron, and John, and this is going to be Ask Amp episode 8. We're down by the Point Fountain in Pittsburgh, and we'll answer some of your questions. For those who are unfamiliar with the show, you submit your questions below in the comment section for next week, or comment on the Facebook link that you clicked on to get to this video, and then I'll chop up your questions and put them in the hat or whatever apparatus we decide to use for the week. So, guess John, go ahead and pick a question.
All right, first question. Waffle Man Media.
There we go.
Is there a way I can increase the rate of fire of an Airsoft AEG without making the gearbox break faster?
Yes.
I'll let Robbie answer that because he is a technician and knows a little more than I do.
There definitely are ways, and you actually see some pretty decent results from this. Keep in mind, a lot of this stuff, quality control from the factory is not the best. So first thing you want to do is make sure your gun's running efficiently as possible with the parts that it already has. So take it into your local shop, have them do like a full reshim, relube, a polish, make sure everything's running efficiently. You can also have them clean up your trigger contacts, and you can also have them rewire it. Running a lower gauge wire or a wire with low resistance will also help a lot. And that doesn't do anything to hurt it, that just improves the current from the battery to the trigger contacts of the gun. Once you start putting parts into the guns, I mean, to get rate of fire, other than doing what I just mentioned, you're gonna have to start changing the gear ratio around. And all that stuff can be done running like a more high-speed gear ratio. That won't necessarily hurt anything, but in the long run, higher speed guns are still gonna break down quicker than, say, a gun running a little slower would. So that's just something you have to keep in mind whenever you're running faster, especially if you use a bigger battery, like a big LiPo battery. So, sweet. Next question.
Going to the bottom.
Going to the bottom. NEPA Airsoft, some of our favorites here. How often do you need to do maintenance on your Polar Star engine? Lubing, and what else would you suggest? Well,
another one. Is that it? But no, I don't think that was double. But I don't think that was. No. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Continue. No, you're good.
Answer just in case.
Answer it. Well, I mean, we've seen people go all the way up to a million shots without really doing anything to their Polar Star. They are pretty workhorse when it comes to that. But I believe what's the recommendation? Like
every 50,000 rounds, they recommend you lubricate your nozzle and your Poppet valve, both of which are extremely easy. We have guides out on our YouTube actually.
Link that video. We'll link it in the description.
I might annotate them in below if you feel a little frisky.
Annotation.
So, yeah, it's very easy, just basic maintenance, but every 50,000 rounds is about, I believe, what they're still recommending.
Alrighty. Asian Delinquent.
Well,
hey Amped, would it matter if I'm using a LPR than a Firebase air rig? Any difference, or doesn't it matter?
They're exact same. The LPR and the Firebase, they're from the same patent, I believe. Ninja created it, and the patent ran out. Firebase started making it. It's the same air rig, just the price difference. So.
Yeah, they're pretty much closed. Yeah. So just something to keep in mind. Anthony Verdoliva, actually, I know you. Thanks so much, guys. I was just in today and talked to you, Robbie. I brought my short stroke LWRC Air 15. Really sweet gun, by the way. That was a little while ago at this point, but it's still cool to see. I knew you would remember that. But thanks for answering my question. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you a lot, Anthony. Wasn't really a question, but we appreciate your support.
Thank you.
Thanks for the support. Ooh,
something in my crotch.
Something in Matt's crotch. There you go. That's where your questions go.
Honey Buns. If you leave your mini LiPo plugged into your FCU overnight, will it drain the LiPo and kill it? Will it fry the FCU in any way? I know the newer FCUs have an auto shut-off, but it still drains, still takes juice from the battery. I've left mine unplugged in overnight and haven't had any issues with my battery. I'm sorry, with the FCU, I've had to jump start the LiPo from leaving it plugged in because it did drain it. Do you guys have anything to say?
General rule of thumb, always unplug.
Yep. Yeah, you should always unplug your battery.
Unplug and charge. If you can't charge it, just unplug it, and you'll save yourself a world of trouble.
Yes. There's also a setting, I believe it's LB on the Fusion engine. It's your LiPo balance meter, so you can actually set that to the number of cells of your LiPo battery, and that'll detect when the battery's getting low on juice and it'll shut itself off. So that's another safety feature you can.
That's good information.
There you go.
I did not know that.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Chris Rush of the Pale Riders asked, so I recently got a Polar Star and I'm running a tight bore barrel in it. Should I go a different route, say like a wide bore, and I'm also running a red nozzle and a red low flow Poppet? Thanks and keep up the good work.
Thank you, Chris Rush.
Thank you, Chris. You actually have a nice gun too. You have a nice Mark 18.
You have a nice loadout, nice everything.
So, really, when it comes to choosing the barrel, it's player's choice, depending on what you want to do. The wide bore has benefits, but so does the tight bore. Tight bore is going to be pretty air efficient, especially when you start putting the poppets behind it. So it really just going to be what you want. They're both fairly accurate. With the Orga, wide bore barrel, you can achieve probably just a greater level of accuracy with it.
It depends on the gun, but typically with Polar Star setups, the Orgas do tend to shoot very consistently. So
yeah, you can benefit from them, but it's really your choice.
PvP Blake, hardcore, I'll assume. Hey, with this amped Airsoft custom Polar Star, the Raider Black
was a link.
with the 9045 SLP tank, be a good purchase for a new Polar Star user since it includes everything you need.
Yes.
I would say yes.
It's cheaper to buy the package deal like that versus buying everything individually. If you have an AEG already, but if you buy the gun, it's like an extra like $50 or so than buying the gun versus like the player package. I'm not sure the dollar amount. But then you have your AEG as a backup and your Polar Star as a main. It's stupid if you don't go with that. It's a great deal.
Well, that's why we pioneered them.
Yep.
All right, Roberto Z, full name by the way. Can you install a Polar Star Fusion engine into a Umorex HK UMP? Well, first off, that depends solely. It's going to be difficult no matter what, but it solely depends on which Umorex HK UMP you're talking about. They have different grades of AEGs that they make. They make a competition series, and they make like a lower end series. So make sure you have the higher end of the two. That'll make it easier. UMPs are typically V3 gearboxes for the most part, I think.
I'm not sure. I've never even cracked one.
Yeah, I haven't either.
But regardless, I don't know what they're doing nowadays. But regardless, the selector and everything, it's not a standard selector. It's a little different. It uses a series of gears.
So expect some modification on it. That might be a better question for our friend Rudy.
Yeah, you might want to contact Rudy down in Virginia. He does all the custom installs.
BingoAirsoftWorks.com.
Indeed, he does. You might also have to do some special wiring. Because of the way the UMPs are wired, you might need to wire it differently. That's my other concern.
Yeah.
You need to figure out where you're going to put your FCU and everything. So something to keep in mind, and you might need to do some modifying.
Sorry about the noises in the background.
You actually won't be able. They won't be able to hear that because.
Oh yeah. Honey Buns again.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Honey Buns, for paying attention to us and asking us questions.
This is gonna be funny.
Thank you for answering my previous question.
You timed this one.
Very nice, very nice.
But I just bought a new Contour Roam 2 and was wondering what settings for resolution and lighting you guys use for outdoor sunny games / indoor low lighting lighting warehouse like Tax City. I've never been to Tax City, so I'm not sure what their lighting's like, but I know in our indoor arena, Still City Airsoft,
Pretty dark.
pretty dark. I have a camera,
Cameraman?
Contour.
I've messed with the settings a lot.
But I don't really mess with mine. You just plug
Stock.
and go. So.
A lot of the newer Contours, like I have a Gen 1 Contour HD where you have to do everything manually. I run my contrast a little higher to account for the low lighting, but generally outdoors you just run it. They have different built-in settings, preset settings. If you have Storyteller, you just run the standard outdoor settings. That works pretty well. As far as the white balance goes, the newer cameras, the newer Contour cameras like the 2 Plus and the new Roams, they have an auto balance feature where it'll do all the work by itself based on the lighting conditions, which is nice. But if you have an old camera like me, you have to do it manually. That's what we do. So you don't really need to mess with it a whole lot.
Yeah. All right, jump into the next one. Nepa Airsoft, once again, one of our top commenters. I'm looking for a light and more compact way to carry my air tank and rig. Smallest or most compact rig you have seen for carrying your tank?
I like Robbie's setup.
My setup?
The
Yeah,
Kydex one, or
with the Kydex holder that you made?
Yeah, I used to run. I got rid of it because I couldn't find a way to make a tank cover for it. But I actually had a Kydex tank holder that was custom fitted that I set next to my hydro. The only problem with that is that it's an exposed tank, so all your gauges are exposed, and it also looks a little goofy because it's clearly a paintball tank on your back. So right now, I mean, yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say our employee Dan, he actually does a real good job with the Pantac
Mini
hydro
maps.
pack. He does the mini map. He just did my Pantac case, and it looks amazing. So track him down, he might do one for you.
We're a big fan of the map packs, but really it's gonna. Most people are gonna go with a backpack, a smaller profile backpack. Now there's a lot of new ones out on the market that are pretty cool. Robbie's got a cool new zip-on panel.
Yeah, I have a TYR 50-ounce zip-on.
Yotes are available now. They're pretty cool. Kind of the same sense, but I mean, it's gonna be our safest recommendation. So just try to find a smaller backpack, really.
All right, Matthew, read away.
Alrighty, who we got now? Good. Ninja Turtle 1980.
It's Gordo.
Alrighty, yeah, you guys rock. No other retailers have a better backdrop for Q&A than you guys in this episode. How do you know that already?
I know
You guys,
He's talking about
you
that.
guys.
Did
That
he
was
drop that
actually-
question in from
That
the
was
tree?
from the first question. The first time we went on Mount Washington. Thank you, Gordo. Love you.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Backyard action film. Interesting. Hey guys, please do more videos about the Steel City Airsoft Junior League. It is good to know you support younger players. We're actually working on that.
Yeah, Junior League had 33 people yesterday.
We had the biggest turnout yesterday, and we actually did start shooting videos, so look for a commercial and hopefully some footage real soon.
We're working on a little commercial, so that's the next
so
project.
if you guys haven't been down there and check it out yet, you need to because you're missing out. So check it out on Steel City's Facebook.
Gameplay video coming soon. Maybe.
Ryan
Bauer.
Ryan, I'm sorry, Ryan Bauer.
We butcher his name every time. We don't really know how it's pronounced yet. We'll
Hey,
figure it out.
I'm gonna go with
Ryan, if we're saying it wrong, please give us a call and correct us.
Thanks for all your other questions.
Type out the phonetical
He
pronunciation.
did. He actually did.
Alright.
When will the website be updated? Products relisted, etc., etc. We do have something in the works, and we can't really go too much more into that, or we'll have to kill you. So we're gonna go on to the next question.
The way you said that.
It's a very super secret website right now.
We'll have to kill you.
We're trying. You can always email us. We do a lot of running. All right, Brian Brickman coming in.
Local
Another
guy.
Love the show, guys. Thanks, Brian.
I love your smile, Brian. Every time you come in the shop, you put a smile on my face.
Oh my god.
What is better, Orga wide bore versus Promi Delta Strike wide bore?
The Delta Strikes we haven't had a whole lot of luck with. Sorry.
They're still up in the gray area. I know Kurt's been kind of testing it, but general consensus is we got the science down on an Orga, so we're pretty happy with that recommendation.
Yeah, couldn't have said it
Don't
better.
fix something that's not broken.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we got? Oren Kendall. Hey Amped, I'm enjoying the videos. They are a different animal than other similar series. Have any of you taken a liking to the Redline Airstock kit that uses the 13 cubic inch tanks? Why or why not? Thank you.
They have their place. The only thing I don't like about them is the fact you can't get as many shots out of that one than you can a big tank, but we're working on some nifty things coming down the pipeline about boosting air efficiency, so keep an eye on our YouTube and Facebook for that. We're always tinkering to improve the products. So, but yeah, it's nice. You're not tethered to anything. And it is a little bit of an eyesore, but there's some things out there you can do to make it look more realistic. So it all really comes down to
my only complaint about it is the cheek wall. It's like the tank's like 3 or 4 inches in diameter. So it's like, especially if you use a full face mask, you can't hug your gun as much as you would if you have a normal stock setup.
It's a noble idea, though.
So, Aiden Ruber.
Here we go.
So I replaced one solenoid that was leaking on my V2 Gen 2 with a new Gen 3 solenoid. The other stock solenoid is still the Gen 2. With the red nozzle, I run 80 PSI. Could this cause some sort of problem with my FE? Sorry that this is long, but much love from SoCal. We love you too, and it should not cause any issues whatsoever. Despite the solenoids being rated differently, they're not different enough internally to change how the air responds to them. So you shouldn't really have any consistency issues at the same PSI that you usually run. You shouldn't get any weird FPS numbers or anything. You should be pretty solid on that.
Kid trying to pull the tree down.
Yeah, they're trying to pull the
They're
tree
trying
down.
to yanking on the trees over here.
Oh, they're getting their ball. There it is.
Okay,
Yay.
next
One
question.
guy had a Walkman. I haven't seen that. He was walking by with it up in the air.
Downtown Pittsburgh, interesting things happen here quite often.
Yep.
too.
Wonder how many people are taking pictures of the Humvee right now.
Yeah.
That's parked on the street. So all right, let's go to the next question.
Okay,
Foolmeister.
Foolmeister. This is a loaded question. What is your favorite op company, such as Black Sheep, Lion Claws, AMS, or any other company?
We love them all equally.
We like them all equally. They all have their own place in the milsim world. I haven't been to an AMS game. I know Robbie has, and I've heard some of the guys talk about it, and we're planning on hitting another one this year. But they're fun. All of them are fun. They all have their own things that are different from each other. But it's not the event organizer that makes the game fun. It's you. You're the one that's going to make it fun or bad. And I've had memories at the events that I've been to, Black Sheep and Lion Claws, that I've had more fun at others, and I've had more fun moments in others, and I did it. But it all comes down to what you like, and you're the one that makes it fun, not the event organizer.
Give them all a try.
Yeah, try them all.
Tony Costa, I make montages, and I was wondering what editing software you use. I was using Sony Vegas Pro 11 for a while, but they cracked down on their stuff now. LOL.
Gotta buy the legal copy.
Down.
By the way, I play at Battlehack. You guys should come down, play their milsim events too. They're also really fun. I think this is really the Robbie question.
Yeah. So pretty much, I do all the editing on the videos currently. I'm gonna start, like Matt here knows how to use After Effects in the software, but I use a combination of Premiere and After Effects for all the hard cuts, like for all the sound editing and all the hard cuts I do it, and all the color. Some of the color correction I use Premiere, and for all the little animations, like the text animations that come across and the intro that I made, I use After Effects, and it's better for that. Premiere's really good for hard editing because it's a lot faster. With After Effects, if you're doing anything with sound or anything with any long video with visuals, it's a pain in the butt because you have to pre-render everything and then you have to watch it. It takes like 5 minutes every time you want to watch something you just did. Just keep that in mind. But Adobe stuff, the problem is it's expensive. I mean, I think Creative Suites, it's like $60 a month or so.
If you get the cloud now, it's 60 depending on how many software programs you
That
get.
might not sound bad, but over time, like, it's pretty expensive. 60 times 12 of televisions a year. So
Now,
That's what
for the last part of the question with the Battlehack, a handful of us went down for Revelations last year, and we plan on going to Revelations this year. I love Battlehack, and the guys that have been at the shop that have been to Battlehack love it. The guys down there are awesome, good atmosphere, and one of my favorite customers is down there, Anthony Siciliano. You're an awesome guy, but yeah, we're gonna be making it down there more. Hopefully this year, we're definitely gonna be down there for Revelations.
I want to have my bachelor party down there.
Yeah.
Oh, not in Vegas?
Battlehack, do you do bachelor parties? If so, hit us up.
Does an amp get a special rate?
Alrighty guys, next one. AMS Joe.
he's referring to Anthony.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there. Smiley face. I'm on the wife train too. That's the same look I give her when I throw in a hypothetical, awkward, not a question.
That's how you pronounce that.
And yes, being married might seem restricting, but there's a lot you're missing out on. So don't wait too long. Airsoft can only bring you so much joy. It's bringing me all joy.
Right. You don't need girls when you
What was
have
the
these
question?
guns.
What was the question?
Anthony answered this question a couple weeks ago when we were outside. That's a Survivor.
Okay.
I don't remember what the original was.
Yeah, 1 out of 4 is getting married in this group, so as of right now.
Yeah, we're at 25%.
Kurt's getting married in 2 years.
Yeah, alright, pass it down.
Pass it.
I'll
We're getting a
never-
lot of questions this one.
I'll never get that night swag.
Well, that one's done.
I only ripped the first
You
letter
saved
off.
some of it.
Triage.
Tape
What
it
would be
together.
a good Polar Star setup for a beginner Polar Star user, tank gun line, etc.? Well, luckily for you, we have these fantastic new player packages set up out of our Combat Machine series of guns. What price do they start at, guys? I don't really remember.
Oh, I think 690 is the most inexpensive one.
They go all the way up depending on what tank and air rig size you have. But those
There's
guns,
a beginner, there's an intermediate, and a expert. But you don't have to be an expert to get to the expert level. It's just a higher end gun.
But I want to be Tay expert.
Yeah, well, if you're a beginner and you'll be branded as expert, go with the expert. You can't go wrong with a Humorex 416 Polar Star.
Nope.
We'll link it below.
You got one question, John.
No, I don't.
Hashtag shameless plugs.
Matt Lager. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on Steel City Airsoft and Three Rivers Paintball and Airsoft?
No.
No. Well, we've answered this question before. We love our local scene here. Steel City, Three Rivers, and Mercer Airsoft Center. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. But Steel City is a great indoor place. If you want to go, you're nothing to do on a Saturday or a Sunday, go down, check it out, play for a few hours. And then they have open plays every Sunday at Three Rivers Paintball and Airsoft, but at the last Sunday of every month, there's more of an organized, objective base. And then Mercer Airsoft Center has something going on all the time, every weekend.
They have a lot of Milsim Light, which is really picking up traction there too,
Yes.
from what I see. So check that out too. They've been having 80 to 100 people show up. So go them.
We may get through this whole hat today.
Maybe.
We're playing catch up. We're trying to go a little faster and paying off. We're really getting through them.
Cameron Wonder, do you guys prefer TRP, Mercer, or SCA for just a fun weekend game?
Refer to the previous question.
Really?
We like them all.
We like them all. We'll do whatever's available. I have boot socks on.
How do you say that one? N Kuchta 21? Kuchta?
I feel like it's a Russian one.
Alright. How do you do the paracord wrapping on your rails on the tan AK?
Well, I wrapped it around the rails with paracord and I tied it.
Sassy.
It's very simple. It's
Yeah, you literally just
experiment.
make sure you pull it tight, but you basically go in with on the rails, the divoted sections, you just stick to those and you just keep going around and around and around, and eventually you get to the end and you just tie it off and you're good to go.
Or you can just buy Robbie's.
This is for sale.
I already got
His hands
it's already
touched
trading it tomorrow.
Oh,
too
sad
late.
face.
Yeah, so Connor S, what's the best M4 AEG to get between $100 and $140? Well, I think we can unanimously agree that the combat machine.
The combat machine.
machine.
You can spend like a couple extra bucks to get the Raider. It's only like $10 more than the combat machines.
Totally worth it. Those guns take
You also need a
take
battery and charger, though, don't forget. That price does not include a battery or charger, so.
210 is going to be where you're going to get into the market.
And then if you stick with like an Echo AEG, which is probably puts around 180, 150, 180, it does come with battery and charger. So we like the G&Gs.
Beat up.
I'm not going to be able to walk back.
Stretch.
You're gonna
Excuse
drive the
our-
Humvee back here and get us.
Yeah.
Alright.
Waffle Man Media again.
Another one.
What type of holsters can you carry a KWA M9? Well,
They say MP9.
sorry, KMP9.
Damn,
Wow.
Well,
You yeah, I'm from West Virginia.
Ooh,
That's
know-
not an excuse.
Hey,
You're
from
lucky
Ohio.
I'm wearing shoes today. But anyway, I don't think I've
pretty
ever
girl.
really, I don't think I've ever really seen a holster for the KMP9.
Yeah, I've never seen anything sling that
they
puppy.
make MP7
Yeah,
ones.
They make MP7 ones.
You know what might
It's gonna
actually
be a big
work well?
holster.
The weapon catches where it's like a Velcro thing where it's built for an M4. But if you ran like a one-pointer, if you ran like a one-point and an MP7, you could just use a weapon catch for it, and that would sit like over here. Or you could also run a two-point and just sling it over your back.
There you
But
go.
for a holster, the gun's real. Honestly, the gun's so awkward and big. I don't know why you. I wouldn't even want to run a holster for it.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause it's like when it's all folded up like this big, having that on your leg, I mean,
fold it.
not ideal. So.
All right. Chris Rosendale, this is the 6th video. So yeah, and also, now that we've established chocolate chip over oatmeal raisin, Oreo or chocolate chip, and not off-brand fake Oreos, real legit ones.
Who eats fake Oreos?
I like chocolate chip and Oreos.
I like.
Don't they make chocolate chip Oreo now?
This is a loaded question.
I don't discriminate against any cookie unless it has white chocolate chip in it because that isn't real.
Chris, why are you hating?
Isn't it yogurt?
Why are you hating on
It's like-
cookies, man?
I thought white chocolate was
White chocolate chip is like that white fat at the top of chocolate. That
It's
they don't
the
use.
devil.
Yeah, it doesn't
the devil
exist.
food.
It's
Look, to be honest, you're gonna have to bring them in, and we're gonna have to do a taste test in the store.
yeah. On,
Bring cookies,
bring it
we'll
on
get
your
you an
on
answer
your dollar.
there.
Milk too. Chocolate.
We have diabetes.
All right. Another Polar Star question from Jacob Martin. I recently just bought a Polar Star. What should I buy so the engine will be efficient and reliable? Nozzles, barrels, air rigs, etc.
You should have an air rig
All
already.
of that. All of it.
You need all of it, but if you want to run reliable, pick up a low flow Poppet, maybe throw some Poppet shims on there. You're gonna have to experiment with it a little bit.
Check the
run,
video.
Run the biggest nozzle you can and the lowest PSI you can for your FPS restrictions, and you'll have a pretty rocking setup. Yeah, we have tons of efficiency tests on our YouTube channel, with and without BBs. We have low flow videos, you name it. So check out our other videos. Jason R says, if you could, would you put a turbo / supercharger or nitrous in the Humvee? Well, those are two very interesting questions already.
Nitrous isn't happening.
Also, okay, he's going to make fun of me a little bit, that's fine. Also, notice everyone's outfit, all casual except for the one dude. And I don't know why that's in parentheses.
In the banana pants? Is you referring to
On
the
the
banana
left,
pants?
the bright yellow pants.
The
and blue
banana
shirt.
pants?
Oh, and the shoes. Thanks for keeping it
Robbie
interesting.
is growing up into a nice, good-looking young man.
Gentleman.
Gentleman, yes.
Gentleman.
And he's getting to the point where he has to look a little suave and Davier to pick up some ladies.
He's going to college.
He's
You gotta
going to
look
college. He has to look good.
See, he's still finding his
professional.
fashionable palette. So So
I'm
Notice-
getting there. I'm
Hey.
narrowing it down.
Notice
Hey,
there's Robbie, pre-college, and then there's us, post-college.
Well, he didn't
or-
go to college.
You don't have to call him out.
Whoa.
Come on, John.
Anyway, would you put turbo supercharger or nitrous in the Humvee? Later generations of Humvees have twin turbo 6 cylinders. Nitrous, though, I'm pretty sure the Humvee will probably explode.
yeah,
And-
70 miles an hour gets a little shaky.
Go watch Fast and the Furious, and that's
Yeah.
gonna be our motto for modifying the Humvee. That's
And-
probably the most realistic reference for modifying cars.
Do you feel comfortable wearing banana yellow pants? I'm just going to leave it at that.
I
Next
do.
question.
Are you man enough to wear them?
They're nice.
Do they breathe?
I mean, they're 100% cotton. So
Yes.
The Banana Republic. Jack Clark. All I ask is that in one video, I'm not picky on which, you bring Sunshine on and shoot him in the leg. Have we gotten this before?
no.
I'll shoot him in the leg.
I'm not gonna shoot Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Sunshine
Say that 10 times.
in the leg
He's a hard worker.
with a gassy. I'm gonna
gas.
assume you mean a gas gun.
I like
he is
your-
a hard worker.
Is that what the kids are calling gas blowbacks now?
Gassies.
I had a kid come in and say, "Hey, I need this gun looked at because it's not feeding my middies." I'm like, "You're what?
Middies?
My middies."
This new generation, they shorten everything.
Middies is slang for another thing.
I was like,
Okay, we're gonna blow over that one.
Dumb that down a little bit. He said mid caps, so gassies and middies.
We're not shooting him. We like
You
We
gotta
know,
speak
we know.
old talk to us. We're a bunch of old men, besides Robbie.
Yeah.
Keep your youth.
I'll be 18 in 3 days.
Keep your youth. You hear that, ladies?
Alright.
Robbie is single, by the way, for you ladies out there.
Yeah, so
Hard to believe.
shoot us a Facebook message or make us a video reply.
Banana pants are your thing.
I will grade you.
Hit us
I
up.
will grade you on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being acceptable.
This is gonna be a fun video this time.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, Bionic Gamer 65B's asked it. Is this
That's a whoa.
It's whoa whoa.
whoa.
There are ops in Pittsburgh. When are they, and how do I find out about them? And how old do you have to
Be in them.
be in them?
There aren't any options.
There's really not.
There's like local small ops, and I would contact the field for the event holders. But usually it's like 16 and up most of the time.
Yeah, we'll break it down like this is. There's Western PA, which we rely a lot on Ohio. There's Central PA, and they rely a lot on I don't know.
The internet.
And then there's Philadelphia. Yeah, there's Philadelphia. They kind of have their own thing going on, but we don't hear a lot about it. So, yeah. Carefully.
Cole Harris, why do you never get Dan in the video?
Poor Dan.
Because of you. We don't want Dan because of you. Because of customers like you. People like you.
We'll see if we can get him in the next stamp. But
Dan
I know-
is working very hard in the shop
He's
right
not
now.
allowed to leave the shop. He's not
Yeah,
allowed to leave
he
the
actually,
front
yeah, he's not
He
allowed.
works too well.
end. Yeah.
We'll let Dan go when his mom sends us more jalapeno pillows.
Lex 1785 says, "Hey, I know that guy, that all over guy. He's a guy I know. That's great."
He's a guy everybody knows.
Who doesn't know Oliver?
Man,
Raise
we're
your
getting-
hand.
Oliver's just a nice dude.
Hey, I friend requested him.
Oliver's just
Uh-oh.
a nice dude.
Cartwheel.
Cartwheel's coming.
We're taking a vine.
I hope she trips some balls.
Lots of lines going on right now.
Okay, the next
Alright.
one.
What time are we at?
We have a few more minutes.
Grizz Dip 92.
Yeah. Nice.
Grizz dip.
Grizz Dip 92.
We had him before too.
What
I thought
do
we
you
had
guys
some before.
use to catch BBs when testing guns? Nothing.
Different question.
We shoot them out the window and the ground catches.
We
No,
use Dan
We use Dan
with a net.
with a no, yeah. It's out there like SpongeBob catching jellyfish. No, we have a PVC elbow with it's lined in
You might
metal.
answer. Oh, sorry to interrupt, but please, if you submit your question once, don't submit it again. Last week I had a couple of doubles where people submitted the same exact question back to back within a few hours of each other. That
Yeah,
just makes everything
these questions that
confusing.
we don't answer, we don't throw them away. We keep them in here,
Yes, there's
so
no
you
need-
don't have to
there's no
resubmit
need
your
to
question.
Yeah, there's no need to submit it more than once. It's not
Yes,
gonna increase
yeah,
your
we have
chance.
a BB catch. We use a PVC elbow lined with metal, and we have the chrono cut in there, and we shoot in. It catches the BBs, and
Pretty
then
swank.
we shoot out our window as well into the abyss.
Castle Shannon PD, we actually do not.
Yeah. We do not shoot anything out the windows.
It's like they're folded up
I know.
inside of each other.
Waffle Man Media, what do I need to build a Polar Star besides the engine, gun, and tank? Well, you need an air regulator.
A battery,
Battery. I
Will
know.
to win.
a gun to put it in,
Yeah, well, I mean, he says it's the gun. So, I mean, you got it.
a coconut
Well,
smile.
That's pretty much it. There's no getting around that one. Super casual.
This might be a Robbie question. David TR, have you guys tried the Cry JPC? If so, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I had one.
So casual.
It's all right. I mean,
It's all right.
to be honest,
Multi-cam.
this is a mixed opinion, but a lot of people like the JPC because it is one of the only affordable plate carriers that Cry actually makes. Because the CPC and the AVS, once you get them all set up, are both surpass $500, $600 in some of the setup. The JPC is $250. It's nice and cheap. The other reason people like it is because it's nice and lightweight. The problem I found is that it has a skeletal cummerbund. If you run any weight, if your plate carrier is completely balanced, if you're running more weight on the back than you are on the front, especially if you're using foam plates, it'll suck everything back and it's just a pain in the butt. So not recommended for Polar Star users, sorry, but it's true. But try to keep the weight balanced as much as possible on those if you do decide to get it. But it's really nice.
Metal
It's
mid-caps.
made really well.
Plug Emerson.
Everything's super nice. If you do want to run a replicas, the Emerson replicas are pretty okay. Compared to the real one, I mean, they're just, the stitching's not, and the materials aren't as high quality, but it still gives you the same. If you're going for looks, it still has the same look. It's a lot cheaper.
Airsoft's all about.
75 bucks, looking good.
1/3 the price.
No, Robbie, it's your turn.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
pass it back.
You just answered it. You didn't.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know how to read. Love the new intro. Thank you, Maxwell.
I do too.
Glad you like it.
I think
What was the
everybody
guy's
does.
name?
I'm pretty proud of it.
Max, what was it?
Max Wilhelm.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy.
That's that after,
Chris
that's that
Rush
After Effects kicking in.
from the Pale Riders again. Great video and sweet editing. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Thanks for the support.
Appreciate it. Trying.
Okay, meat socks. Yes, I have meat socks. They're delicious. My dog loves them. Shaler Airsoft. What is your opinion on Wee gas blowback rifles? Does anybody actually here run them?
Yeah, I mean they're nice. Wee's cool because they're one of the only companies that make the guns they do. So for that reason they're cool. Quality-wise, Wee's pretty. They've gotten a lot better. Wee's are pretty nice.
There are some hit and misses though.
Yeah, compared to like RA Tech and Anakatsu, they're not. You know, they might not be as materials might not be as nice, but I mean for what they are, they're reasonably priced and they make some cool guns. So for that reason, I'd say WE's pretty nice.
You're not paying $1,500 for a SIG replica.
So something to keep in mind.
McGuan? I apologize for that name butchering. My mom bought me a Combat Machines, or CM16, and now after 3 months of not using it, the gun does not shoot any gram of BBs. I'm not allowed to use it at Steel City because it is 400 FPS, so I might get a sniper.
Bring it in.
Well, first of all, if you bought it from us, usually we chrono them before they leave, and they're usually shooting around 350. If you want to run it at Steel City, sniper rifle wouldn't be the best option to go with because they're going to be shooting well over 400. But if you're local to us, if you want to bring it in, we can take a look at it, check it out, see what's wrong with
Well, I
it.
think if you're playing Steel City, you can make it to us.
Oh yeah, that is
Might
true,
be something.
yeah.
Might be something simple.
Yep, we'll definitely support you there.
This is going to be the last one.
All right,
Running out of time.
last one.
Ian Nye, how much swag does Robbie have compared to Shakisha Brown?
Have you seen the video with the banana pants? That's how much swag he is.
I'm pretty swaggy. I'm not gonna lie.
Swag meter just broke on
Yeah.
that video.
Off the charts. So.
He's so swaggy he doesn't need a beard.
Well, I guess that's it. We actually got through most of them today.
Load us up with questions, guys.
Yeah,
We're
we're
gonna
about out, so
Yeah, so
you can ask us
we'll see
anything.
where we're at next week. The point's pretty cool. Please give us a like on Facebook, share the video, give us some support. I appreciate all the support you guys have given us this far. You know, like I said, we're doing our best to make these videos as good as we can for you guys. So without further ado, I mean, this has been Robbie, and
This is Matt, and also remember to follow the Amped Instagram at
Yes.
Amped Airsoft Official.
here. Oh, live chat tonight. Actually, sorry, this is Saturday.
Live chat
chat's on
2 days ago because it's going to be posted on Saturday.
Thursday nights. All right, guys.
This is Saffron, right?
I guess you call me meat socks now.
Meat Socks, and I'm John.
This is Matt.
Have a good night,
John.
guys. See
Like
ya.
Pittsburgh, see ya.
Bye.
See ya.